Hello Internet! Today you find me inside of a circle actually, just because it is dark here, sun has set pretty early now, so my green screen, as you can see, is clearly red behind me, just doesn't work right now, so this is what I've been doing to stream with, so I hope you don't mind this, but if you did follow my channel a couple of months ago in the Players Cup 2 qualifier, I did use quite a fast defensive team with the Thundurus and Whimsicott and whatnot, so I thought, let's revisit that. Let's see if we can jiggle things around, see if we can get it to do something in this new format. So, I did have the Oranguru on my original team with Trick Room and Imprison with the Inner Focus. That's why I used Oranguru there. And I've replaced that with Articuno here just to see if it can do something. I have done a few test games with this, and actually I'm not impressed with Articuno at all, to be completely honest. Just because, very common Trick Room attackers are things like, Glastrier and Tyranitar, Rhyperior, whatever. And, Articuno just sits there, goes for the Imprison because you sort of have to, and just gets knocked out. So, I'm not a fan of that. But, also, Toxtricity from the original team has split into Nihilego and Thundurus. I thought I would give that a go as well. So this guy looks like he's got a very fast team as well. So I'm going to have to match him with my Whimsicott. And he has got these very threatening electric Pokemon there too, hasn't he? Yes, he does. Is Thundurus the way to go here? I suppose it is, in case he leads with the Incineroar, Orphini, or Katana, but I imagine it's going to be Whimsicott and one of his electric Pokemon, or maybe both of the electric Pokemon. So we'll go with these. Nihilego, yes, I think we do want here, absolutely. But we do need to watch out for the Katana, so I'm going to take Cinderace as well. One of the things with having both this Thundurus and the Cinderace is that they both want to Dynamax. And they both can't Dynamax, obviously. I have to Tailwind here, but I imagine it's going to go for an Electro Web to reduce my speed, but that will activate my eject button too. So, yeah, this is tricky actually. This is not good. And I don't really want to go for the switcheroo into the Regieleki because he's not going to be Dynamaxing it. So, I'm just going to go for an Airstream then into the Regieleki. Won't do a whole lot of damage, but it'll do something. Electro Web? No, it's just Volt Switching. Okay. Well, and it's a Life Orb Regieleki. That's an offensive one then, obviously. Okay, I don't mind that. I don't mind that we didn't do that into the Whimsicott because Whimsicott really isn't doing a whole lot here, I don't think, and we still get the speed boost. The question now is, does he Dynamax the Koko? I wouldn't have thought he would. I could taunt his Whimsicott, but I think if it's doing anything, it's just Moonblasting. So I'm going to double into this Koko with another Airstream and a Moonblast, just in case he Dynamaxes it, which he doesn't. Okay. It is a Sash on his Whimsicott. What is he doing here then? Is he just Moonblasting? Yeah. If he activates my Defiant here, which he doesn't, then that would be good for us. Okay, well we've got lots of speed boost. He has still got his Dynamax. I do need to worry about that definitely. But now I can just go for a Moonblast quite safely into the Whimsicott, and a +2 speed Thundurus is going to be faster than Regieleki, so I'm just going to go for a Knuckle into the Katana. Although maybe I need to be worried about. I do need to be worried about his Regieleki knocking my Cinderace out, actually, don't I? And we're going to have one more turn of Tailwind next turn as well, so I can't reliably get it up again. So we are in a kind of a sticky spot here. So I'm actually going to double into the Katana, which does Dynamax. Okay. As well, I suppose, yeah, it makes sense. He's not going to be Dynamaxing his Regieleki, is he? But I think he'll target the Thundurus here. Okay, there's our eject button finally getting used. So I'll put Cinderace in now. We will be able to Tailwind again now. Yeah. And, well, we have lost all of our speed boosts on Whimsicott, haven't we? So, that's not brilliant. Cinderace, he hasn't got any speed boosts on his Katana, so Cinderace does still outspeed it for this turn. So I could just put Nihilego in and double attack. If I put my Whimsicott in, I risk a speed tie and getting knocked out to a Moonblast. And if that happens, I can't get Tailwind up again next turn. So I'm just going to go for a Pyro Ball. And Nihilego isn't really threatened by Whimsicott, so I will just attack it. But I have got Meteor Beam here, as you can see, with the Power Herb. So the question is now, do I want to blow that straight away? Yeah, I might as well. Why not? I mean, why not? Just because I might want to swap the Nihilego into Whimsicott to get Tailwind again next turn. As, yeah, maybe we might want to. But, yeah, Pyro Ball actually just one-shots an offensive Regieleki there. With the Life Orb, it does one-shot it. Although, we're still not out of the woods. I mean, we're mostly out of the woods. We've got a leg out of the woods, but we're not quite there yet. Because he can Tailwind and knock out my Nihilego. And I can miss a Pyro Ball or a High Jump Kick. But I do need to double into this Katana, don't I? Yeah. So, do we hit? Yes, we do. Okay, and now we should have the game. Okay, yeah. So we'll just go for an Iron Head. And the Moonblast here. To finish things off. There we go. Okay, so successful start. But, yeah, I like I said, I have done a few games with this. And I'm really not convinced by it yet. I'm going to have to twiddle some things around. Just because, like, I think I do struggle with hitting Glastrius, since a lot of these are physical attackers. Although Glastrius sometimes does have Assault Vest as well, doesn't it? And hitting things like Rhyperior, and since, like, there's no water on this Pokemon anymore, since the Toxtricity split into the Thundurus and Nihilego, I did have my Lotic there, and before, like, you know, Inteleon and, you know, Vanillux sometimes as well, too. But, with Thundurus and Nihilego, we're really lacking ways to hit rock Pokemon, or, you know, bulky rock Pokemon. So we have got, you know, fighting attack on Thundurus, so I've got fighting attack on Cinderace, so I've got fighting attack on Urshifu, so technically we can hit rock Pokemon, but the very physically bulky ones, like Tyranitar, like Rhyperior, those are the problem Pokemon for us. So here's another Regieleki. He has got a Zapdos as well. He could just lead with, okay, I'm going to lead with Whimsicott. Seems like a good idea. He could lead with the Lapras as well. To get the Aurora Veil going. So, like, it is tempting to lead with a Thundurus, because we do threaten the Zapdos. We will get the Defiant if they lead with their Landorus. We will threaten their Finny as well there. We definitely want Urshifu, and I'm going to take Nihilego here as well, just because it can take a hit from Regieleki a bit better than Cinderace can, and doesn't necessarily have to Dynamax. So, okay. Do we think this Zapdos is going to Dynamax? I mean, it is threatened by both of my Thundurus' stab moves, but if this Zapdos gets going, it's going to be a threat. So I'm going to Tailwind, and I'm going to Airstream into it just to be safe. The Regieleki can probably 2-hit KO the Thundurus still if it is, like, you know, built more offensive, but he doesn't even Dynamax the Zapdos. Okay. What is he going to Dynamax then? Okay, and there's my speed boost gone. And eject button. Into... Oh, and my Defiant. Okay. Into who? I think Urshifu makes more sense, since we have got Tailwind up. We can get our Airstream first, if I can get my words out. So we've got a +3 Thundurus now. And Dynamaxed. He has still got his Dynamax, though. Again, we need to be wary. We do need to be wary. I wonder if an Adamant Choice banned Wicked Blow one-shots Landorus. I think if he's going to Dynamax any, it is going to be the Landorus here, actually. So, and again, like, the Regieleki doesn't really threaten the Nihilego too much, I don't think. So I am going to threaten with a double into the Landorus. Yeah, it does Dynamax. +3 Life Orb Airstream. One-shots it. But there you go. Well, that's why people have been raving about Thundurus, I guess. There you go. Thundurus did some business there. Thundurus about to, you know, potentially reclaim its throne on, you know, as king of VGC. You know, we all know Cresselia is the queen of VGC. Although, you know, I suppose Kangaskhan has got a claim to that as well, too. But king of VGC, Thundurus, always male. Maybe. Okay, this looks like... I think this is a team that Aaron used on his Showdown video, actually, isn't it? I think. So, you know, and it's pretty much, you know, what I've been using too, with the weakness policy Moltres and Raichu and Comfey and whatnot. Although, you know, I would never confess to using Incineroar and Finny. I don't know what kind of person would use Pokemon like that, but they're just not for me. But Nihilego looks very good here, doesn't it? Nihilego goes through his team, apart from the Metagross. So I am tempted to lead with the Nihilego, but I do want to make sure we can get rid of that Raichu before it can start doing awful business to us. Thundurus does look good here as well, doesn't it? So maybe I go with Nihilego, Thundurus. I definitely want Urshifu in the back as well. Articuno again is doing nothing here. Cinderace isn't doing anything here either, just because like I can't Dynamax it and the Thundurus. So I'm going to take Whimsicott for some potential, Lightning Rod is going to come in here, isn't it? For some potential switcheroo business. Yeah, I have put Taunt back on this Whimsicott. Helping Hand would be nice. Like, especially when I'm bringing Whimsicott in the back, Helping Hand would be nice. But I imagine the Tapu Fini is going to go into Raichu here. Like, really? You'd think that, wouldn't you? I don't want to activate a Weakness Policy on the Moltres too, so I'm going to go for a Meteor Beam and a Max Airstream into the Tapu Fini. And it's actually the other one that goes out, okay? Okay. So this Meteor Beam, here we go, Power Herb Meteor Beam. I think we'll still get this. You know, we're at +1 special attack now. 90% accurate, which is a bit of a shame. But there you go, and now we are at +2 special attack. We are instantly threatening now. Nice one. So both these Pokemon are now faster than Raichu. They still have their Dynamax, and here is the Metagross. Yeah, that's the problem for us. But I suppose, yeah, well, yeah, the Moltres is going to be a threat for Urshifu too, isn't it? Yeah, we do need to play this sort of smart. He can just fake out into the Nihilego as well if he wants to. Yeah, I think I need to keep the Nihilego safe for that Moltres, so I'm going to swap Nihilego into Urshifu here and go for... Yeah, I don't think he's going to Nuzzle. I think he will fake out. And go for... I don't think I need an attack boost. Maybe I do. A Choice Banded. Yeah, let's go for a Knuckle. I might regret not going for an Airstream here, but a +1, yeah, there's a fake out. And I think it's maybe going to be like an Ice Attack into the Thundurus. That's my guess. Yeah, I'm going to regret not going for the... Okay. Okay, good. I'm not regretting it. I would have regretted that if he did actually knock the Thundurus out there. Yeah, maybe that was a bit too greedy of me going for the Knuckle there, because... Like, yeah, now, I'm pretty sure a Choice Banded +1 Wicked Blow Adamant is going to one-shot this Metagross. But, yeah, maybe I should have gone for the Airstream the last turn, because if the Thundurus did get knocked out there, the Urshifu would have been slower than the Raichu. Although, saying that, he would need Electro Web to reduce my speed, and I'm not sure this Raichu's got Electro Web. Might add Nuzzle, but obviously in the terrain he can't do that. So, yeah, an Airstream is going to knock the Raichu out. And Choice Banded +1 Urshifu, Wicked Blow. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Nice one. That's how you get rid of a Dynamax Metagross. You whack it with Urshifu. Nice one. Okay. Doing some business. Again. So, nice one. Yeah, okay. So I'm recording this. Like, today is actually Friday, the 30th of October, the day before Halloween. Maybe I should... Ooh, yeah, I've just had a thought. Maybe I should do, like, try and do a mono ghost team or something tomorrow. Like, pick out something spooky for Halloween. That'd be a cool little gimmick, wouldn't it? But, anyway, yeah, and it is actually 4:52. So, you know, if you're seeing this on YouTube, then, you know, it's literally 4:52 now. So, not long before you're watching this, I would imagine. But anyway, we're in a game with 2 weathers and 1 terrain. 2... 2 girls, 1 muck, like that person's alt. What sprang to mind? Don't think of that, Barry. Okay, again, the Zapdos is potentially going to be a problem for us, but at least he hasn't got Lightning Rod, but he has got the Indeedee to redirect. But at the same time, like, does Zapdos learn a Rock Attack? It doesn't, does it? Think to the guide, Barry. The coverage was Dark, Fire, and Ground. Which, yeah, it can't hit Thundurus. So Thundurus looks good as a lead, but we do need to watch out for the Tyranitar as well. Yeah, Indeedee Tyranitar wouldn't be good for us. But else, I'm going to go with Urshifu Thundurus. I guess I will go with Cinderace, and I guess I will also go for Whimsicott. Yeah, Nihilego could do something here as well, and it is actually the Tyranitar Indeedee lead, so this is the worst case scenario for me, but like, we have got an Urshifu here, but we have got to lock ourselves into something. Ooh, and is this Tyranitar going to have, like, superpower as well? Because, like, if it threatens my Urshifu, then that's just bad, isn't it? Maybe I Dynamax the Urshifu. That's a thought. But if I do, then the Zapdos is an issue. Yeah, this is actually very tricky. I don't really want to swap anything out either. Yeah, I'm gonna... I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna... Okay, let's do that then. Did I Iron Head or did I Wicked Blow? I hope I went for a Wicked Blow. I did go for a Wicked Blow. Aha! I'm not sure why you swapped there. Yeah, I'm not sure why he swapped his Tyranitar out. Like, obviously, yes, it's threatened by a fighting attack, but... And I was assuming the Indeedee had a Sash there, it wasn't a Guave Berry instead, but even still, I don't think a Dynamax Max Lightning with a Life Orb one-shots Indeedee, but maybe it does. Maybe that is something that I should look up. But, now, well, we could go for a Max Knuckle and a Wicked Blow, because we know if he Dynamaxes the Metagross, we just one-shot that. But I could just Dynamax the Urshifu here. Again, because there's no Zapdos yet. But if I do that, Zapdos does become an issue in the back. I think. No, I'm gonna... this feels so weird, but I'm gonna Dynamax the Urshifu here, just because I think it is, like... It looks like it's the way to win the game, doesn't it? And it can only have a weakness policy on one of these Pokemon, and I'm going to guess it's on the Metagross, so I'm not going to target that just yet. Okay, Tyranitar protects, wise. We'll see if this Metagross can do decent damage to the Urshifu. Yeah, there's no... Yeah, that is decent damage, actually. And now he's got a defense boost as well. But there's no weakness policy on the Tyranitar there. So it is going to be on the Metagross here. Yeah, like, I can knock the Tyranitar out with the Urshifu. I think I've played this a bit wonky, I think, actually, haven't I? Although the Cinderace, you know, will still threaten the Metagross if we do decent damage to it. So, yeah. Maybe I go for a Steel Spike here to raise my defense and keep my Urshifu around a little bit longer. Just because, well, let's see. Let's see what happens. Yeah, and I guess we don't keep the Urshifu around any longer. So the plan was there, yeah, to keep the Urshifu around for another turn, and then I'd get a, I suppose unless it's Zapdos here, I'd get a, that's unfortunate, get a Wicked Blow into it, or a Max Darkness into it the next turn, and put it in range of Pyro Ball. But let's see, is it Zapdos? It is Zapdos. Well then, Thundurus threatens that, obviously. But I just need to attack you, don't I? Zapdos probably protects, yeah, obvious. Pyro Ball doesn't even two-shot this Metagross either. Does go from Mindstorm into the Cinderace. That's unfortunate. Yeah, this game was very unfortunate actually. Unless we get a critical hit with our Wild Charge here, I suppose. Let's just double. Even then, I think with the Life Orb and Sand and everything, if the Zapdos doesn't target the Thundurus for whatever reason here, maybe we can still win. If the Zapdos just goes for like a Brave Bird into the Whimsicott, we'll see. But I think all of the recoil will knock the Thundurus out. So we'll Moonblast the Metagross first. Yeah, the game's over, isn't it? The things have come up. Yeah, we're just knocking ourselves out, and the Sand would have taken us as well there. Yeah, that's unfortunate because, yeah, the turn where I went for the Steel Spike, yeah, this one, the idea was to, yeah, Tyranitar didn't do anything there. Well, it tried to double protect. But yeah, going for the Steel Spike there meant that now we would take a Steel Spike from the Metagross. Last turn it did 39%. You know, with the +1 defense, it would have done, you know, 30 odd %. So we would have survived that, you know, on like 20% odd after the sand. And then the next turn, it would have been an interesting situation because his Zapdos would have been in. I would have still had my Urshifu. I threatened the Zapdos with the Thundurus, so maybe he protects that. I get a Max Darkness into the Metagross, maybe activate a weakness policy, whatever, it doesn't matter at that point, and probably knocks out the Thundurus. But then I bring the Cinderace in, and yeah, the Metagross would have been lower there. I think we would have won that game without that critical hit on the thingy, on the Urshifu, so unfortunate, but and yeah, and I'm not saying that this team's like perfect or anything, it definitely isn't, but yeah, I think we definitely could and should have won that. But here we go again, we've got like another team where we need to respect the Trick Room, but there's Pokemon, the Glastrier, the Dragapult, that can just knock Articuno out. So, just for the sake of trying it, I will go with Articuno here, but he could be going with the, you know, the Glastrier Pheromosa combination with Speed Swap and everything. So, maybe I do things a bit different here, actually. Maybe I need the Whimsicott to lead. But even then, what does that do for me? Maybe I need some sort of priority on this team so that I can switch through and, you know, do something to whack it out with the eject button. Because I don't think there's many Pokemon here that I've got that are going to survive an attack from a Glastrier that's Dynamaxed. Unless I leave with Articuno and go for a Trick Room of my own. that would be stupid. Okay, let's go with Whimsicott and Cinderace then. Let's try doing something with Urshifu and... let's go with Nihilego, just because it does at least hit the Glastrier. Okay, Dusclops and a Moongus leading. Okay, well that's unfortunate. I should have gone with the Articuno, and on my, you know, my past team, the team that I did use in the qualifier, my Oranguru had the safety goggles as well. So it would have not even cared about the Amoonguss here as well. So yeah, pretty bad start. I suppose yes, we can taunt the Dusclops. Yeah, we can taunt the Dusclops. What am I on about? Yeah, I didn't have taunt on the qualifier Whimsicott. We can just taunt the Dusclops. That works, doesn't it? And I'm just going to Pyro Ball into the Amoonguss. It's maybe Sash. It doesn't even try and Rage Powder. I suppose there wasn't a whole lot. Oh, and it's called that anyway. Wow, well, there we go. Wasn't a whole lot to Rage Powder, but at least the Amoonguss is gone. He called the taunt. So now I'll put Urshifu in, I suppose. What is going to happen? So now we threaten the one shot on the Dusclops. Like Dragapult, Max Airstream with a weakness policy would threaten us. Because Wicked Blow cricket, if I can speak, because Wicked Blow critical hits, even at -1, we are going to one-shot the Dusclops here, because we are adamant Choice Banded. I thought I'd try that out. You could obviously just go for a Fake Out into the Urshifu as well. So I'm going to go for a Wicked Blow into the Dusclops. Like I'm imagining it's the Glastrier in the back. So I'm going to put the Nihilego in as well here, just to reset the Intimidate on the thing there. He doesn't... Oh, and we don't actually knock the Dusclops out. Okay. Well, this then is a 252-252 relaxed, absolute maximum bulk Dusclops, and that was a low roll, because that is the only way that it can survive that. So now then, I'm just going to Wicked Blow into the Dusclops again. And again, here's the Meteor Beam, good old Meteor Beam, with the Power Herb. So you get a +1. It's essentially as strong as, like a Z move, isn't it really, like this? It's pretty cool. And we get the +1 from the Beast Boost too. Dusclops goes down. And if it is Glastrier in the back, it is threatened by this Nihilego. So yeah, we'll just Wicked Blow here. And, oh, we can still Dynamax as well, can't we? So let's, for overkill, there we go. Let's see if this +2 Rockfall gets the Glastrier. It does. Okay. We won't know if that was Assault Vested or not, but it does. And that's all we need to know. it does. Okay, so we'll look for one more game then. You know, I don't want these Showdown videos to be too long. But, oh, here we go. Another team, a bit like what I've been using with the Moltres and Comfy. And, yeah. And I know people like to, you know, claim things and whatever. You know, that, oh, I invented this or whatever. But, like, you know, I'm pretty sure I was, like, you know, the first person using Comfy and Moltres, you know. Especially my guide, putting that on there as well. So, at least I've got that. But anyway. The Comfy has probably got a Trick Room here as well, actually, looking at the Glastrier on the team. But he's also got a fast mode with the Dreadnought in Rain. Like, Nihilego looks very good here, apart from the Dreadnought. Would he lead with the Dreadnought? Maybe, yes. Thundurus. Thundurus in Tailwind looks like it maybe wins too, doesn't it? Okay, let's go with Whimsicott Thundurus, definitely with Nihilego in the back. And I think, with my little head of mine, I think we'll have Urshifu as the last one as well. Okay. Politoed. Okay, there's Politoed Dreadnought. Now, I led like this, kind of banking on us one-shotting it with a Dynamax, but that might not be the case. And if I don't think we do one-shot it, then maybe I don't even Dynamax the Whimsicott here, because yeah, and I'm not going to, because Nihilego will be faster than the Dreadnought. Okay, he protects. That's not bad. Is he Icy Winding? If he is, then I suppose we will be slower. But he's activating my Defiant on Thundurus. Okay. And my eject button on the thing there too. Ooh, that's kind of bad. Or is it kind of bad? No, that's not kind of bad. That's kind of good. That's very kind of good. Because now I can put Nihilego in, Dynamax it, get rid of the weather. Another advantage is we've got a more powerful Rockfall here. So Dynamax it, get rid of the weather, since, you know, Nihilego hasn't got the drops, and we are in Tailwind. Get rid of the weather and just Wild Charge to knock it out. So Dynamax your Dreadnought. Go on. Yeah, here we go. And we should knock it out with these two attacks. Yeah, so there we go. That's the speed mechanic working perfectly. There we go. And he just forfeits. Yeah, that was some thinking for you. That was a lot of dynamic speed there, since the eject button actually worked out really well for us. Yeah, smart by him to go for the Icy Wind, recognizing that Thundurus at -1 speed would be slower than the Dreadnought in Rain. Good for me to recognise that I shouldn't be Dynamaxing my Thundurus there. The eject button, yeah, put us into the Nihilego. So in Rain, we are in Tailwind. We don't have the drop on the Nihilego. Nihilego's fastest. We can Rockfall, blop into the Dreadnought, get rid of the sand, and then, even though we're -1 with Thundurus, we are still in Tailwind. We can just bosh it with our +2 Defiant boost to Thundurus there as well. So, okay, that'd be a nice way to finish the video then. So, I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you don't mind me being in this circle. I do, I like this circle. The idea came from Callum, Hoodlum Callum, who lives just, you know, down the road actually. And I really like this. I think it looks really cool. But just as an alternative to, you know, my green screen that just isn't green or works when it's actually dark, as it is now. The sun has literally gone the other side of the world. Not quite, but, you know, there's a bit of light over there. Anyway, I'll stop talking. I'm good at talking nonsense, aren't I? So, anyway, thank you for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Follow me on Twitch as well, too. Join us on Patreon if you would like as well. And I will see you another time, either on stream at some point or another video at some point. I'm sure we'll cross paths somewhere. So thank you, and goodbye for now.